Most individuals don't fail due to lack of strength. They fail because emotional regulation escapes them when facing challenges. Recall the most recent instance you observed someone with absolute correctness losing a debate. They possessed all necessary evidence and sound reasoning. Yet the instant pressure intensified, they collapsed. Their vocal pitch rose, their gestures became frantic, and suddenly, credibility vanished. Every challenge you encounter serves as an examination. Not of intellect or evidence, but of self-regulation. Can composure be maintained when your position faces attack? Does mental clarity persist when adrenaline floods your system? Can words remain measured when internal instincts demand explosive reaction? Master this, and victory extends beyond mere debate. Respect, trust, and influence follow. Machiavelli grasped something that eludes most people even today. True power doesn't gravitate toward the loudest voice present. It flows to whoever maintains equilibrium while others fracture. Machiavelli dedicated his existence to analyzing leaders and political figures. He witnessed empires ascending and collapsing, ultimately discovering a harsh reality. Inability to control oneself means inability to control anything else. Today we're dissecting precisely how to remain unshaken during any confrontation. How physiology betrays you within seconds, how others read you before speech begins, and how tension transforms into advantage. Before proceeding, state this aloud. I stay unshaken. Mean it genuinely, because by conclusion you'll comprehend why that statement carries more weight than any argument you could construct. Let's begin. Number 1. People trust steadiness, not excuses. Most people fundamentally misunderstand confrontations. They believe victory comes through correct words. They rehearse defenses, prepare evidence, arrange logic like weapons. Then the critical moment arrives, they deliver their flawless response, and nobody cares. During heated exchanges, people aren't processing your words as you imagine. They're observing you. Reading, studying every micro signal your physiology transmits. How steady is vocal tone? How calm is facial expression? How controlled is breathing? Based on these signals, they make instantaneous judgments about credibility, strength versus weakness. Machiavelli wrote that men are governed by appearances as much as by reality. He didn't suggest appearances matter somewhat. He declared they matter equally to reality itself. Your appearance during confrontation holds equal importance to actual correctness. Observe two people arguing. One possesses all facts but displays shaky voice, averted gaze, fidgeting. The other might be partially incorrect but remains calm, speaks deliberately, maintains eye contact. Who wins in your perception? The calm individual, every single time. Calmness projects reliability and makes others think this person possesses knowledge I lack. This person maintains control. Nervousness projects weakness and makes others think this person conceals something. This person doesn't believe their own statements. Truth can be on your side, yet defeat still occurs because delivery couldn't be controlled. This explains why preparation isn't merely about content. It's about presence. When someone challenges you, your primary responsibility isn't self-defense. Your primary responsibility is maintaining steadiness. With calm tone, you appear credible even without perfect answers. People wait for calm individuals to speak and grant them benefit of doubt, but won't wait for panic. Consider job interviews. Someone poses an unexpected difficult question. Two options exist. Panic. Speak rapidly, stumble over words, fill silence desperately, watch voice rise, observe in their eyes that you're losing them. Or pause, breathe, make eye contact. That's an excellent question. Let me consider that momentarily. Then take that moment calmly. Which version secures employment? The second. Not because the answer was superior, but because presence was stronger. This applies everywhere. Partner arguments, boss conversations, public criticism, family drama. Words matter less than presence. Logic matters less than composure. Maintain steadiness and people trust you even during disagreement. Maintain steadiness and you control the environment even without all answers. Steadiness equals trust. Nervousness equals doubt. Number 2. Steady body, steady mind. Let's get specific, because stating stay calm is simple. Actually executing it when your heart races is different. During confrontation, people scan your physiology, and your body reveals truth even when your mouth lies. You can say I'm fine, but if hands shake and eyes dart, nobody believes you. Your body functions as a billboard advertising your internal state. Most people read it within 3 seconds. Shaking hands signal nervousness, restless eyes signal insecurity, rushed voice signals panic, crossed arms signal defensiveness. Every movement, posture shift, tone change. People detect it and use it to decide whether to respect or dismiss you. Machiavelli stated that men judge more by the eye than by the hand. What they observe in your composure matters more than what you argue with words. To stay unshaken, control your physiology first, because your mind follows your body, not the reverse. Most people think backwards. They believe calming their mind will calm their body. But when you're in confrontation, your nervous system is already activated. Attempting to calm your mind through thoughts alone resembles stopping a freight train by thinking about it. Control your body instead. Your brain takes cues from your physiology. If your body is calm, your brain interprets perhaps this isn't dangerous. Your mind follows. 3 things you can control right now. First, your breathing. When stressed, breathing accelerates and becomes shallow, originating from chest. This signals your brain danger, survival mode. Your prefrontal cortex, the part handling logic and reasoning, goes offline. Your amygdala, the part handling fear, assumes control. This explains why people say foolish things during arguments. Your frightened brain is driving, not your intelligent brain. So when feeling heat rising, slow your breathing. Inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. Breathe from belly, not chest. Execute this several times. Heart rate drops, brain receives the message we're okay, and now you can think clearly. Second, your posture. Stand or sit like you're in control. Not arrogant, just solid. Standing, plant feet shoulder width apart. Don't shift weight back and forth. Just stand firm. Sitting, sit upright. Don't slouch. Keep shoulders relaxed but not slumped. Keep hands visible and still. Don't fidget with pen, phone, hair. Don't tap fingers. Don't cross and uncross arms. Every unnecessary movement broadcasts nervousness. Keep hands still. On table, on lap, at sides. Calm and controlled. This makes you appear steady to observers and makes you feel steady. Your brain observes your body acting calm and starts believing it. Third, your voice. When nervous or angry, voice speeds up, pitch rises, volume fluctuates strangely. You talk faster, attempting to express everything before losing courage. The moment your voice changes like that, people stop trusting you. So slow it down. Speak at 70% of normal speed. Lower pitch slightly. Keep volume steady. If you need to pause, pause. Don't fill silences with or nervous laughter. Just pause. Let silence exist. Silence is power. Silence makes others uncomfortable. When they're uncomfortable, they start talking to fill the gap. When they start talking, you're back in control. A calm, measured voice makes people stop and listen. It makes you sound like you possess knowledge they don't. Here's what most don't realize. Calm body language doesn't just make you appear strong. It makes others doubt their own agitation. When you stay calm while someone yells, something strange occurs in their brain. They start feeling off balance. They're throwing energy at you and you're not reacting as expected. They expected you to yell back, to match their intensity. When you don't, they question themselves. Why am I so worked up? Why isn't this person scared? Do they know something I don't? Just like that, you've taken the upper ground without raising your voice. Machiavelli knew that whoever controls their body controls the situation. Power isn't about aggression. It's about presence. When someone comes at you hard, when tension spikes, remember. Slow your breathing, steady your posture, measure your voice. Master your body and your mind follows. Master both and no one can shake you. Number 3. Detachment creates clarity. Let's discuss taking things personally. Someone criticizes you, questions your competence, and immediately you feel it in your chest. That heat, that defensiveness, that voice screaming, "How dare they?" From that moment, clear thinking ceases. You're reacting, defending, protecting your ego instead of solving the problem. That's when you lose. The moment you take something personally, you stop being strategic. You stop thinking ahead, stop seeing the bigger picture. You're just trying to win right now, no matter what it costs later. This is where detachment becomes your superpower. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't let emotions hijack your brain when you need it most. It means stepping back for a second, even mid-confrontation, and seeing the situation as an observer, not a victim. Machiavelli once said a wise man acts as he must, not as he feels. Acts as he must. Not what makes you feel better, not what satisfies your ego. What you must do to get the outcome you actually want. Most times that means staying calm, staying detached, and responding intelligently instead of emotionally. For example, you're in a meeting after working on a project for weeks. You present your idea. Then someone, David, tears it apart publicly. "I don't think this will work. It's not realistic." We've tried things like this before. 2 choices. 1. Take it personally. Get defensive, voice tightens. "Actually, David, if you'd read the full proposal, you'd see I addressed those concerns. This is nothing like before." Now the room's tense. Everyone's uncomfortable. David doubles down because you challenged him publicly. Even if you're right, you look bad because you couldn't handle criticism without getting emotional. 2. Detach. Realize David's comment isn't personal. It's just information. Maybe he has a valid concern. Maybe he's being difficult. Either way, doesn't matter. You're not here to defend your ego. You're here to make the best decision. So you pause, nod. "That's a fair point, David. What specifically concerns you most?" Let's dig into that. Watch what happens. Tension drops. The room sees you as reasonable. David either explains his concern properly, helping you improve the idea, or backs down because he doesn't have a good reason. Either way, you win. Not by fighting, by staying detached. See the difference? First version, acting as you felt. Defensive, attacked, emotional. Second version, acting as you must. Strategic, calm, focused on outcome. That's detachment. Detachment also protects you from saying things you'll regret. How many times have you said something harsh in the heat of the moment, then spent days wishing you could take it back? That happens because you weren't detached. You were inside your emotions, and your emotions wanted to hurt, to win, to strike back. Once words are out, they're out. You can apologize, explain, but you can't undo damage. Detachment gives you space. Space to think, space to choose words carefully, space to ask, will what I'm about to say help me or hurt me long term? Most times hurt. So you don't say it. Instead, you respond intelligently. Stay on point. Keep your goal in mind. The more you practice detachment, the less effort it takes. At first, it's hard. You actively remind yourself to step back, breathe, not take things personally. Over time, it becomes automatic. You notice the moment your emotions spike, you catch yourself before reacting, you pause, detach, then respond. That pause, that tiny space between stimulus and response, is where your power lives. In that pause, you're not a victim. You're not reacting blindly. You're choosing your response. When you're choosing, you're in control. One more example. Someone insults you, questions your intelligence, disrespects you in front of others. Your instinct? Fire back. Defend yourself. Prove them wrong. Make them pay. But if you're detached, you see it differently. This person is trying to provoke you. They want you to lose control. They want you to look bad. If you react as expected, you give them exactly what they want. So you don't react at all. Or you react so calmly it throws them off. Interesting perspective. Thanks for sharing. Then you move on like it didn't even touch you. That's power. That's control. Now they look bad. Aggressive, emotional, desperate. And you look unshakable. Machiavelli knew that whoever controls their emotions controls the outcome. Detachment creates clarity. Clarity creates better decisions. Better decisions create better results. When someone challenges you, when heat rises, when you feel that urge to defend, breathe, step back, observe, detach. See the situation for what it is, not what your emotions tell you it is. Then respond as you must, not as you feel. That's how you stay unshaken. Number 4. Calmness turns tension into leverage. Now we enter real strategy, because staying calm isn't just defense. It's a weapon. When things get heated, calmness stands out. Everyone's raising their voice, getting emotional, talking over each other. The energy is chaotic. Then there's you. Calm, steady, not adding to the noise. Immediately, you become the center of gravity. People pay attention differently. Not because you're loud, because you're quiet in a room full of noise. That's where leverage begins. When you're calm in chaos, others unconsciously follow your lead. They lower their voices to match yours, they slow down, they look to you for direction, stability, reassurance. You become the anchor in the room. The one who looks in control. Even if others outrank you, even if they're older, more experienced. None of that matters. In that moment, authority belongs to whoever looks least shaken. Pure Machiavelli. He understood real authority isn't given by titles. It's taken by whoever commands presence. Arguments with your partner. You stay calm while they're upset. Suddenly, you're the reasonable one, even if partly wrong. Conflicts with family. You keep your voice steady while others yell. You become who people turn to for solutions. Workplace disputes. You remain composed while others panic. Your boss sees you as leadership material. It's not manipulation. It's understanding reality. People gravitate towards stability. When everything's falling apart, they want someone who isn't. Someone who looks like they know what to do next. If you're that person, you gain influence you didn't have before. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't even need to be right. You just need to be calm. Calmness creates the illusion of competence. Makes people think you're more capable than you might be in that moment. Once they think that, they defer to you. Ask your opinion. Look for your approval. That's leverage. Let's be clear. Leverage here doesn't mean manipulation. It means you're in a better position to guide the outcome in a way that works for everyone. With leverage, you can de-escalate, propose solutions others wouldn't have listened to if you were emotional too. You can say, let's all take a breath and approach this differently. And people actually listen because you're not part of the problem. You're part of the solution. Machiavelli wrote extensively about perception and power. He knew how you're perceived often matters more than what you actually are. A prince who appears strong is strong even if his kingdom struggles. A leader who appears calm is trusted even if internally uncertain. That's not dishonesty. That's understanding human nature. People make decisions based on what they see and feel, not just facts. What they see when you stay calm is strength, confidence, control. So they give you authority even if you didn't have it before. You're arguing with someone you care about. Partner, best friend, sibling. It's getting heated. They're saying things that hurt. You want to say things back that hurt. But you stay calm. Listen. Don't interrupt. don't raise your voice. What happens? At first, they might keep going. Keep pushing. But after a while, your calmness works on them. They start feeling uncomfortable being the only emotional one. They start calming down too. When they calm down, the real conversation can finally happen, where you actually solve the problem instead of just hurting each other. That's leverage. Not over them, with them. Calmness doesn't just protect you. It changes the entire dynamic. It turns tension into opportunity to lead, to guide, to create a better outcome. When the room is hot, when emotions are running high, when things feel out of control, don't add to the fire. Be the calm in the storm. Watch how quickly you become the person everyone's looking to. Number 5. Consistency builds an untouchable reputation. Here's where everything comes together. Staying calm once. In one meeting, one argument, one confrontation. That's good. It helps in that moment. People notice you handled it well, you move on. But staying calm consistently over time, in every situation, that's when you become untouchable. If you're calm once, people dismiss it as luck. They just happen to be in a good mood or they weren't really invested. They don't give you credit, don't change how they see you. But if you remain calm consistently, every time something goes wrong, every challenge, every pressure moment, people start labeling you. The label, unshakable. Once that label sticks, it becomes your reputation. Your reputation protects you in ways you can't imagine. When you have a reputation for staying calm under pressure, people stop trying to pressure you. They know it won't work. Raising their voice won't rattle you. Aggressive tactics won't move you. Threats and emotional manipulation won't work. So they stop wasting energy. They approach you differently. With respect, professionalism, their best behavior. Because they know that's the only way to get through to you. Your calmness becomes a shield. It filters out nonsense before it even reaches you. Think about someone you know who never loses their cool. Really, never, no matter what. How do people treat that person? Carefully, with respect. Because everyone knows that person won't react like most people do. Now think about someone always blowing up, always emotional, always losing control. How do people treat them? With caution, sure, but not respect. They see them as unpredictable, unreliable, someone to avoid. That's the difference reputation makes. Machiavelli understood this. He knew consistency separates respected leaders from forgotten ones. A prince who is sometimes cruel, sometimes merciful, confuses people. They don't know what to expect. When people don't know what to expect, they don't trust you. But a prince who is consistently measured, consistently firm, consistently calm. People know exactly what they're getting. That predictability builds trust. Even if they don't always like your decisions, they respect your consistency. Same applies to you. When you're consistently calm, people learn that's who you are. Not a mood, not a one-time thing. Your character. Once it's your character, it becomes your identity. People introduce you that way. You need to meet Alex. Nothing rattles them. Or at work. If there's a crisis, get Jordan in the room. They never panic. That reputation opens doors, creates opportunities, makes people want you on their team, in their corner, leading their projects. Everyone wants to work with someone who won't fall apart when things get hard. But here's the hard truth. Building this reputation takes time and requires real consistency. You can't be calm for a month, then blow up at someone and expect your reputation to survive intact. It won't. One major loss of control can undo months of steady behavior. Because people remember explosions more than they remember calm. That's how human memory works. We remember outliers, dramatic moments, times someone acted out of character. So to build an untouchable reputation, you have to commit. Not for a week, not when convenient. Always. That doesn't mean you can't have emotions. You can be upset, frustrated, disappointed. It means you don't let those emotions control how you show up. You feel them, process them, but don't let them dictate your behavior in the moment. You still speak calmly, think clearly, maintain your presence. Over time, that consistency compounds. Every time you stay calm when others expect you to lose it, your reputation gets stronger. Every time you handle a crisis with composure, people trust you more. Every time you refuse to be shaken, you add another brick to the wall that protects you. Eventually, that wall becomes so strong nothing can break through. People will test you early on, especially if they're used to seeing others crack. They'll push harder. Try to provoke you. See if you're for real or just acting. But if you pass those tests, if you stay unshaken every time, they stop testing. They accept this is who you are, and they adjust their behavior accordingly. This is when you've truly won. Not just individual confrontations, but the long game. Now you don't have to fight as many battles. Your reputation does the fighting. People approach you with respect from the start. Don't try to intimidate you. Don't play games. Don't waste your time with drama. And on the rare occasion someone does challenge you, everyone else in the room is already on your side because they know you're not the problem. Machiavelli said it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. But there's a third option. To be unshakable. When you're unshakable, people don't exactly fear you and they might not love you, but they respect you deeply. And respect is more valuable than either fear or love because respect lasts. Fear fades when you're not watching. Love fades when emotions change. But respect for someone who never breaks, that stays. If you take nothing else from this, take this. Calmness is not just a tactic. It's an identity. Build that identity consistently over time. And you don't just survive confrontations. You rise above them entirely. True strength in confrontation is not about volume, not about dominance, not about the loudest voice or sharpest comeback. It's about steadiness. People lose trust in those who can't hold themselves together. They see someone shaking, voice cracking, emotions spilling, and think this person can't be trusted with anything important. But when they see someone stay calm, who doesn't flinch, who keeps composure when everyone else falls apart, they follow, they respect, sometimes they even fear. Not because you're aggressive, because you're untouchable. Machiavelli's lesson is simple. Control yourself first, and you control the situation. When you master your breathing, your posture, your voice, you master the room. When you detach from emotion and act strategically, you win the long game. When you stay calm consistently, you build a reputation that protects you forever. This isn't theory. This is how power actually works. The person who stays unshaken doesn't need to be the smartest, the strongest, or the most experienced. They just need to be the one who doesn't break. And over time, that becomes everything. So remember, you don't win arguments by being louder. You win by being untouchable. Practice this in small moments first. When someone cuts you off in traffic, when a colleague snaps at you, when family pushes your buttons. Stay calm. Breathe slow. Speak steady. Detach. Each time you do, you're building the skill, building the reputation, building the identity. Eventually, it becomes who you are. Not what you do in some situations, who you are in all situations. That's when you become truly unshaken. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more lessons on power, composure, and strategy. And before you go, say this one more time with me. Nothing moves me. Mean it, live it, become it. You're unshaken now. Prove it.